Last time on Glitter Informer's channel. How the heck is next episode even gonna work? From the next episode preview, it seems like Cure Eclair is just gonna take down Usonoir all by herself, because she's just that ridiculously strong. Usonoir is a cute little puppy dog who can't control his powers, and will probably be single-handedly defeated by a high schooler. Yep, that's pretty much exactly how this episode went down. Let's talk about it. So, remember last episode's dramatic cliffhanger ending, where Kurea was all full and stuff and saying, "Sorry for keeping you waiting." Well, this episode continues directly from where last episode left off, and Kurea's immediate action following this is to keep them waiting some more. She just stands there doing literally nothing for a good third of the episode. The other three Pretty Cures transform because Usonoir hit them so hard last episode that they de-transformed, and they go up against Usonoir all by themselves. The animation quality here is better than usual, but it doesn't match up with the show-stopping budget of episode 13. Basically, the girls just use their stock attacks and it doesn't do anything to faze him, so they're still clearly struggling and Kurea just stands and watches. How heroic. It isn't until Shushutan directly tells Kurea to transform that Kurea's like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow my sparkle and I'm gonna save everybody." By the time her transformation sequence actually starts, we are 8 minutes and 50 seconds into the episode. Hey, it's a good transformation sequence. Other than blatantly ripping off the Incredibles theme song for Cure Answer and Cure Mystique's transformation sequence, and also a bit for this new one, this season really has been pulling out all the stops for the transformations. And they've even whipped up a different piece of background music for each of the sequences, which is really neat. So, Cure Eclair's background music starts out with the same musical motif that's in Answer and Mystique's, solidifying that she's one of the good guys just like they are. This is also the same musical motif that's in The Incredibles, but ignoring that, this is really neat. The song then turns into its own thing, less bombastic but more graceful than Answer and Mystique's BGM. I love the balance between tying these three cures together while also establishing that they're separate. And speaking of tying Cure Eclair together with the rest of the group, Eclair's transformation sequence has a bunch of fancy arches in the background. She has this in common with Cure Arcana Shadow, which reflects these two once being partners. However, Eclair is in a wide open space with some arches standing around here and there, while Cure Arcana Shadow's transformation sequence takes place entirely in a room with arches in it. Maybe this represents Arcana Shadow, or at least a part of her, being trapped or enclosed? Okay, back to Eclair. There's a few seconds of her running, and though the camera does a cool spin, it's still a bit of a time waster. At least there's some cool 8-bit synths in the background. Not sure what that has to do with Eclair as a person, since she's never been established to be technologically inclined, but it's cool and unique. And then she starts doing some really well animated ballet, and damn, this girl's feet can move like crazy. Which is weird because Eclair has never been established to be a ballerina. Well, it looks cool, so whatever. Also, Cure Eclair's transformation device is the Top of Lily fragrance, which is weird because the last few episodes had Jet Senpai creating a Top of Lily fragrance and it was a huge plot point. Yet in episode 25, it turned out that Shushutan had been holding onto her own Top of Lily fragrance the whole time, and that's what Kurea uses to transform into Cure Eclair? I don't get it. Why are there two Top of Lily fragrances? We even made the first one. We know Jet Senpai didn't start up the whole Pretty Holic thing until well after Eclair lost her memories and left. So where does it even come from? Well, whatever. Cure Eclair is here now, and she's ridiculously OP. Even though the other three cures working together were unable to lay a finger on Usonoir, Eclair effortlessly takes him down all by herself. She's way stronger than the others, she's super duper fast, and she can fly. There is no explanation for why Cure Eclair is this powerful. I mean, Cure Arcana Shadow having been stronger than Answer and Mystique made sense. She's 2 years their senior, and she's had way more experience than them. But Shushutan reveals this episode that this is only the second time that Cure Eclair transformed ever. She didn't obtain this immense power by practicing or improving, it was just gifted to her for no discernible reason. I'm gonna say it, Cure Eclair is a Mary Sue. Look, I get that this is far from the first season, where the mid-season cure is way more powerful than any of the starter cures. It makes narrative sense, for current main characters have to struggle way more than usual in the big mid-season fight for the main villain to come across as a threat. And then when the new addition to the team comes in, this is the big moment that turns the tide and allows the Pretty Cures to prevail. But at least make it make sense. Maybe make it so that this new addition to the team is way more experienced than the others. Or perhaps she has a very particular power set that comes in handy. Or maybe it's just plain old strength in numbers that allows the heroes to win. 4 cures are more powerful than 3. But this here, it's honestly really frustrating, and it makes Kurea even less relatable than before. At least the animation quality finally gets to the level I was expecting. For just one scene, we actually get to see Toei pull out all the stops. Usonoir pulls out the most powerful attack we've seen from him across this episode and the last. He shoots a huge mass of homing laser beams at Cure Eclair. But Cure Eclair flies around so fast that she's able to evade all of them. It's genuinely a visually amazing scene. I wish there was more in the episode like this. Seriously, it's wild that episode 13 had better animation overall than the mid-season climax. But hey, Cure Eclair isn't perfect. She has one drawback to her sky-high power level. She goes so fast that she gets herself dizzy and takes herself out of commission. So that means the other 3 main characters that we already know and love will get to actually be useful, right? Well, this drawback is barely even a drawback at all. She isn't even KO'd for a minute before she's right back up on her feet. In the meantime, the animation quality drops to literal PowerPoint quality as the other 3 cures hold Usonoir off with their stock attacks again. Then, Cure Eclair comes in and finishes Usonoir off with her own finisher attack, Eclair Infinity. It's a lot like Answer Hanamaru's sword and Mystique's strength. Cure Eclair even has her own special butterfly-shaped 3-kit mirror loop. Which begs the question, who made the loop? Granted, the loop's blueprints existed before Jet Senpai found them and made Anna and Mikuru's, but there must have been somebody else who made hers. Anyways, instead of getting a cool sword, Cure Eclair gets gigantic butterfly wings and flies straight through Usonoir, impaling him with her epic magic. Judging by the flashback from episode 21, this seems like the same attack she used to shatter the Makoto Jewel way back when. Overall, pretty cool finisher. Luckily for Usonoir, he survived being impaled. But now he's reverted into his tiny puppy dog form again, so his 3 underlings pick him up and take him on home. It's honestly really wholesome that Niji, Agasen, and Goemon genuinely care for Usonoir. They almost feel like a kind of villainous family, until you remember that Usonoir was this close to subjecting Niji to some sort of terrible fate back in episode 6. Still, it's a nuanced relationship that makes these 3 more than just pure evil. So yeah, just as I feared, the stakes are basically gone. Cure Eclair is by far the strongest person in the entire season, rendering the other 3 cures completely useless and obsolete. All of that time and effort Answer and Mystique spent getting better at fighting as the series went on, none of it matters anymore. They don't even have to fight at all. Cure Eclair can do everything for them. Not to mention, Usonoir poses absolutely zero threat now. He left without taking his power armor with him, and since he doesn't have a Makoto Jewel fragment, he can't turn back into a giant dog monster. So he's stuck as a tiny, ineffectual fairy. The only thing the Phantom Thieves have left against the cures is either Nora Hanin does, or directly attacking themselves like they briefly did last episode. And they're way less powerful than Usonoir ever was, so it's likely Answer and Mystique won't even have to hold them off while Eclair recuperates from her dizzy spell. She could probably take any future opposition out well before succumbing to her one piddly weakness. But there is still one reason not to give up entirely on this season. The loads and loads of unsolved mysteries. We still don't know why Anna was sent to the past, how Mikuru found out about fairies and Pretty Cure, where Pojitan sends the Makoto Jewel fragments to, why Luluka joined the Phantom Thieves, or how Kurea lost her memories. But on top of all of this, the episode introduces even more questions. First of all, Jet Senpai says that he's never seen a fairy like Usonoir before. So there's that. Speaking of Usonoir's, our heroes managed to recover his power armor. Apparently, this is where all of Usonoir's power came from. Like I said, there's no stakes now. But anyways, despite their combined knowledge, neither Jet Senpai nor Shushutan understand how the armor works. So they'll have to look into it. Second of all, we have whatever is going on between Kurea and Luluka. Near the beginning of the episode, well before she transforms, Kurea notices Luluka and looks all troubled. It's almost like she's guilty over something. Also, remember this theory I had all the way back before this season even started? Cure Arcana Shadow used to just be Cure Arcana before she was corrupted by evil in some way or another. Eventually, she will be converted back into the original, good Cure Arcana. It seems I was right on the money. After the big fight with Usonoir, Cure Eclair tries to talk to Cure Arcana Shadow, and she just refers to her as Arcana. Arcana Shadow's response is, "My name is Cure Arcana Shadow. The star detective you once knew is no more." And then she leaves. So there we have it. I'm super excited to find out what the original Cure Arcana was like, and whether she will yet return. Speaking of things I'm super excited about, we need to talk about the final scene at the end in the Phantom Thieves' lair. The gang is naturally in low spirits because Cure Eclair just effortlessly picked their leader's butt. But then, Luluka comes in and takes charge of the whole conversation. We get 3 important reveals. 1. Luluka's goal all along wasn't just to get Cure Eclair's transformation Makoto Jewel back from Usonoir. It was to destroy it as well. 2. Usonoir was not the Great King spoken of in the July 19, 1999 prophecy. I figured this was probably the case all the way back in episode 13. The prophecy never stated who the Great King would be. Usonoir just baselessly assumed it would be him. But that begs 2 questions. The first one, and the one the creators most likely intended, is, who did become the Great King on July 19, 1999? The prophecy only said that it would be whoever held the Stone of Truth. This is probably referring to a Makoto Jewel fragment, since Makoto means truth in Japanese. So if it's not Usonoir, that probably just narrows it down to any of the 4 Pretty Cures, because they each have their own transformation and attack Makoto Jewels, and Pochitan, who has been taking all the Makoto Jewel fragments and teleporting them somewhere. But neither of them seem like rulers to me. I guess you could argue that Cure Eclair ruled the battlefield, but she's a girl, so she would be a queen, not a king. The second question, and the one that seems to me like a big old plot hole, is, what about the rest of the prophecy? The prophecy explicitly states that the world will be enveloped in the shadows of lies. But even with all the power of Cure Eclair's Makoto Jewel, Usonoir only ever envelops part of Makoto Mirai's city in shadows and lies. That is far from the entire world. So either the Tome of Mirages is not infallible, or the writers really screwed up. Enough about the Great Prophecy. We have to talk about Reveal 3. Cure Arcana Shadow wasn't just with the Phantom Thieves in order to get Cure Eclair's Makoto Jewel. Even though the Phantom Thieves no longer have any leverage over her, she's just as loyal as ever to the Phantom Thieves Guild, and she's still determined to defeat Cure Eclair no matter what. So what is her actual motivation for being one of the thieves? For now, it's a secret to everybody. All we really find out is that according to Luluka, if they don't defeat Cure Eclair, they've got no future. So that's basically everything important that happened this week. This season really did fumble its mid-season climax. I mean, it's far from the worst halfway point a Pretty Cure season has had, but Cure Eclair is way too OP, Usonoir has been reduced to a cute little mascot, and there are no stakes anymore. But there are still so many unanswered questions that I really want the answers to, and this season is promising to deliver them sometime. Hopefully Meitantei Pretty Cure at least fulfills this potential. Next time, it'll be Kurea's first case with the Kyoto Detective Agency. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Kurea used to work at the agency and she's way more seasoned than Anna and Mikuru. Well, that's what I thought. But according to the Pretty Cure Wiki's summary of next episode, Kurea actually never was a star detective after all. So then, why did she live at the Kyoto Detective Agency? And why was she partnered with Luluka? I guess we'll find out when we meet again. Bye-bye!